everyone, this is Keith Scott from out in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bullwinkle J. Moose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kenney and Andy McPhee.
I agree. Couldn't agree with you more, Doug. And I think that's probably why you're thriving as well, is you found the thing that that you like, and it gives you that, that spark to get up in the morning and do the things that you do as well. And I do think that is the key. And unfortunately, not everybody, with disability has those options as well, or has the support around them. And I would say that when they say it takes a village to raise a child, it takes a lot more. I think when you've got a kid that is, struggling and or is born a little bit differently. But I think the best thing that is happening now is the awareness, and even us being on the podcast, is a great way to bring out awareness. And like, we're in a different era. I mean, we're 28, going to be 29 next month, right? When we did it, we didn't have that support, Doug. We were alone. Well, I was alone, and trying to figure things out myself. I'd often get told too, I remember that as well, being a teacher at the time, oh, you'll be right, Joanne, you know what to do, because there were families that just had nothing and they had no idea. But I think, I don't know if you've read about this as well, but they talk about lived experience now. It's very valued in the industry as well. And, you being 27, you're living proof, you know what I mean, of the potential and the things that you can do as well. Because unemployment in this, with people with autism, especially with disability, it's very high. Yeah. It's very high. And that's something that, we're conscious of as well. And working ways on how you can turn the things that you're good at into an actual job as well. What about you, Doug? Do you think similar or different? Or
I think in America it is getting better over time. When I was born, times were different. There were a lot of teachers, and I don't mean everyone on a national level, but there were many that didn't want to believe that autism, ADHD, or bipolar was a thing. They wanted to think that it was just an excuse for being different from other people in ways that made them uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
Right.
And guess what happened? Like 20 years after a teacher once said that in front of me, she went on to get a degree for diversity and learning about autism. So you go 20 years from not believing it existed to now being an expert at it,
As well. And I think for us, why we were identified very early, it was the developmental delays, the not talking, the speech impairments, and then the learning. That was a big one as well. So, when you're not able to, to talk or to remember things and learning. And that's where I think that Eliza was identified very early, because I think I remember sending her to school, like she didn't know her colours, she couldn't count. Like, I'm talking about, basic colours, basic counting. And she wasn't talking, and here am I going, okay, off you go to school, and yep, you'll be right. And I, popped her in there as well. But if anyone wants to ask me what I think is the biggest supports that we can give, kids that are developmentally delayed, in particular autistic, it's experiences, because they have to experience the experience, because the fear can be so big, and positive experiences and developing good emotional memory, because if you have had a good experience or it's been okay, you're more likely to repeat that experience. And so positivity and reducing fear and anxiety, I think, is the key. But that gentle support, and that's what I say, this has been for me, going on year 29. So I'm feeling a lot more comfortable that when I retire, that I'm actually going to be sitting in the background and Eliza's thriving.
I think that will happen. Eliza, from what I've seen, is really amazing. You're really amazing.
Thank you.
Gee, that's all we have for Relentless and Unstoppable. So tune into the next episode to hear more amazing stories from amazing guests. This is Keith Scott from Sydney, Australia saying so long, and I'm smarter than the average bear. Cheers!